Hello everyone, this is Nerdeen Muhammad, a Python programmer. Today we will start how to start Python coding. Today we will talk about if statement in the first. I will make a markdown cell from cell type markdown. Markdown cell is not a coding cell, it's a cell where I can write a statement. Here, if statement, it's a conditional statement that run or skip a code according to the condition is true or false. Like, for example, if I have a phone number, a phone balance that I want to recharge when it's under a certain amount. For example, phone balance is 2, bank balance is 100. I want to withdraw from my bank balance. So if the phone balance is less than a certain number, for example, here 5. I want to withdraw from my bank balance to recharge my phone balance. So if phone balance less than 5 and add the colon, phone balance I want to withdraw to recharge it by 10, for example. So phone balance plus equal 10. This is how it works. And my bank balance to withdraw this amount I recharged my phone with, so minus equal 10. So I want to print my phone balance and my bank balance. Here I added 10 to my phone balance. I recharged it by 10, and this 10 was withdrawn from my bank balance. So I must see the 2 here added 10, which is 12, and my bank balance is 90, where I add and withdraw money. Another example, if I have a number and I want to know if this number is even or odd. So if n reminder 2, 2 here mean reminder 2, it's divided by 2 equal 0. This is how it's done. Print number and the number I have is even. Else means if this condition is not here, do the next. So number 4 is even. Okay, if I change this number to 15, the number is odd. This means else, if this condition is not found, please do the next one, which here is number 15 is odd. Okay, there is another thing, elif, which is else plus if. Here I have 4 iterations I want to go through. Spring, if season is spring, print gardens, print gardens. If summer, water gardens. Fall, harvest gardens. Winter, stay indoors. So equal here means if this iteration is found. Here it will say plant the gardens because the season is spring. Okay, if I change the season, for example, to winter, so it must the result be stay indoors. Okay. What about the else, the last one, which takes no condition like if or elif? Unrecognized season. Okay. In the if statement or elif, I wrote fall. I didn't wrote autumn. So if I write autumn, season is autumn. This is unrecognized for the if and elif. So it printed unrecognized season. Now we will go through the for loop. For loop is used to do something repeatedly, definite iteration, for a definite number or a definite amount. There is 2 kinds of loops, for and while. Now we are talking for loop. I have a set of cities, New York, Mountain View, Chicago, or Los Angeles. These cities I want for city. In cities, print cities. I want to print each city individually, not in a set. So it will give me each city alone for city in cities, and then add the colon. It's a must in if statement or for loop or while loop when we will take in a moment. Print city. Here I want to print each city individually. I have only 4 cities, so I have only 4 iterations. So the for loop will go through these 4 iterations only and give me the cities. And lastly, I said print done. Okay, I want to do something else. I want to print the cities capitalized. It's in small case. I want to capitalize the first letter. So here I will add a method which is title. Title will capitalize the first letter. Here I also wrote for city in cities print city dot title. Here it wrote the cities, each city, it goes through each iteration and capitalize it. Okay, now for I in a range of whatever I want. I is something in a range. I have a range, whatever the range I have. Here, a range of 3. I want to print the word hello. So I identified a certain number of iterations, which is 3. So the for loop will go through 3 iterations, only 3 times, and print hello for me for 3 times because I gave it the range of 3. Now, while loop is different. While loop is indefinite iteration. It goes through all the iteration until a criteria is not found or an iteration is false. Here, for example, I have a start number, an end number, and a break number. For example, the start number is 1. My end number, for example, will be 50. And I want to count by 5, for example. And here, the break number equal the start number, which means when this number is hit by the iteration, it will stop. It goes indefinitely until it hits this iteration. So while break number less than end number, a colon, break number plus equal count by. If the break number is still less than the end number, please add the count by until the break number equals start number. So the loop will stop when it hits this condition, which is 51. My end number and my break number is my start number, which is 1. So I have 51. Another example, I changed the number. Start number is 5, end number is 100, count by 2. I wrote the while loop and it hits 101. When it hits 101, the loop stops. Here we must add a stop criteria, or it will go indefinitely, infinity. Here we talked about if statement, if-else statement, if and elif and else statement. We talked about the for loop, which is a definite iteration. We talked about while loop, which is an indefinite iteration. Thank you and see you in the next time with a different Python coding criteria or iterations.